Okay, great. So we took a break. During the break, I told Roxanne that I would show you guys how we use elements of time inside of Adilas. Okay. So I'm going to switch into some real data for a minute. Okay. Like this, not that this isn't real data, but like I want to show you how we play with it. Okay. So I'm going to switch to the Adilas world. And I'm on elements of time. So all of a sudden I'm coming down. This is what we currently have on this month's schedule. But I literally could go to whatever I wanted. Say I wanted to pull a custom date range. Let me just show you what we do inside of Adilas just to kind of be fun. And so I'm going to pull a calendar for 7 months. Go get it. Might take just a minute to kind of populate all that kind of stuff. But I wanted to kind of show you what we do for months and months and months and months and months of scheduling. Oh, here's a Logan training class. Looks like it's spanning across 663, 663, whatever. Like, here's how we deal with elements of time all the time. Okay, like we play with calendar tons. I just wanted to kind of show you this is a multi-level type deal. So, along with that, you may not have even seen this one called details, but if I switch the same thing, okay, there's 115 elements. Here's the details of this different little things. Oh, meeting with so-and-so, Mitch. Kiva did this. Payroll taxes, meeting with so-and-so. Like, here's some of the different clients and who we're actually billing them to, etc. Oh, stuck in Logan. This is funny right here, okay? So this was actually a plane trip that Steve was actually doing kind of because he was in Logan.
That was in February.
That was in February. I just wanted to kind of show you, we're logging all kinds of stuff. Let me show you our master time templates. So I'm going to hit Elements of Time homepage, view our master time templates. We have client schedulings, consulting meetings, custom project coding, flights. So Steve actually has a bunch of things that he'll be like, I'm flying to here, I'm going to Pagosa to go meet with Bill or whoever it might be, okay? Ideas and things to do. We put tons of stuff, multi-day training events, prospects, sticky notes, training classes, whatever we want. These are some of our cookie cutters, okay? These are our master time templates. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go time ADV. So this is real live, and I'm going to say I want to show notes. I want to go here, kind of pull off a couple pieces of these things, and I just want to show you ideas and things to do, okay? Go get them. So here's 153 things that we've added to our calendar that deal with elements of time. Full e-commerce. Hey, small-time e-commerce is maybe where we want to have this thing go. One of the big challenges might be this. I might be building this. What about this? How does this happen? Oh, it would be really cool if we could add this. Like, these are just ideas, okay? Like, literally, like, I'm just going to be scrolling. Here's some of the different pieces. Okay, look and feel. It's quick buttons on some links. Oh, it'd be really cool if we could do this and this. Oh, on 9/25/12, Brandon added this. You know, like, you have tons and tons of search capabilities. Watch this. Like, I realize there's tons and tons of stuff here. Watch this. Time. Say I know I have the word e-commerce. E-com. Okay. So basically, I found 21 pieces of time that were tied to e-commerce. Okay. Whether it's in the notes or whatever, like you can literally do all kinds of stuff. Say I want it to be like payables. Here's 10 pieces that found payables. If I wanted to refine the search and actually show the notes, I go like that, and I say, get that same report. So watch this. I'm going to use my Control F, P-A-Y-A-B-L-E-S. Okay? So here's my 10 matches, and if I scroll through, you'll see my little yellow pieces of the puzzle. Payables. Like, literally, we're searching elements of time because we're just adding it and doing whatever we needed. If we didn't want all these other pieces of the puzzle, we could literally be like, you know what, that's got way too much. I don't want my report to look like that. I want it to look like this. Ready, go, still payables, get it.
So Brandon, when you pull up that advance and the search of like 35 items, does that always come back to those 12 that are popped on there? Are they common?
Okay, so once
Or
again,
the last one you did.
So what it is anytime I do a new search, it's common. Okay, But if I can go there and I can manipulate, that's where we said it would be so awesome if we could actually incorporate these settings into your personal settings to be like, hey, I want to pull the report. I don't ever want a due date. I don't ever want a priority, but I always want the notes and the this and this, and here's how I want to sort them. Here's how I'm going to filter them by, like, and then you create that into a button. That would be incredibly powerful. But I just wanted to kind of show you even roughly how we do some of ours.
But every time you go to ADV, you're going to get those checkpoints.
Correct, and then you just modify it.
I was asking a small extra way to uncheck some of those and leave it.
Right now it's manual manipulation.
Okay. Unless you can do the back button, though, right?
Oh yeah,
You could,
yep.
So you could use your back button.
And then change some of the criteria or whatever. But you can search time in lots of different things. Say I actually wanted to see what was going on yesterday. So I actually type in a date up here, 7/16. So time 7/16, go. Oh, guess what? There's a Denver training for Atlas. Okay, like I'm searching a date up here in the quick search. So say you were looking like, what do I have on? Say you didn't have your calendar up, or you're like, man, what did I do on, 5/26 or whatever it is? Like, oh, didn't show me anything. Like it kind of comes back and tells you what's going on. Like, you can literally search dates, times. You can even do some of this kind of stuff right here. There's some keywords in there. Today. Here's what I've got going on today, okay? Like, there's a whole bunch of quick search options. And once again, what you would do is you would go Help, Quick Search, come down and find elements of time, okay? All, last, today, etc., etc., etc. General alpha, tomorrow, like new. There's tons and tons of different things that you could actually do inside of elements of time, and it kind of makes it fun as far as that goes. Anyway, did you guys want to see anything else inside of? Okay, so watch this. Let's go right here. Let's actually go to advanced elements of time. I'm going to refine my search. I'm actually going to do a brand new search. New advanced time search. And I'm going to just leave everything. Maybe we'll leave some notes on there as well. And I'm just going to say, I just want my sticky notes. Go get me all of them, okay? I could specify my date ranges, like, hey, just my sticky notes for this month, or this was. I'm just going to say, go get them all. And get the report. Calling Craig, calling Dustin. These are everything that we put under the template type, the master template that's called sticky note, okay? So that's technically the name of my cookie cutter. And these are all the cookies that I've made using that particular piece, okay? So this one has some notes, okay, whatever it might be. Like I'm just trying to show you how we kind of use and modify elements of time. And we will continue to play with this. Like this is actually round 1 of 3 that we would propose that would actually be needed to really make it the business piece that really it needs to be. But it's got some cool stuff already that it can do. So anyway, any other questions? Kind of dealing with some live stuff? Great. What we're going to do is we're going to go back to Denver training, and I'm going to show you some corp-wide settings. Russell, did you have a question?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Okay. So basically, if I go to Elements of Time homepage, currently what my setting says is show me the monthly view, show me with probably a medium or a large cell block, and no other features type of a deal. Watch this. If we wanted to, I could go Home, and we'll go down to Settings, and we're going to edit our corp-wide settings, and we're going to scroll down. I'll give you a number here just so we can all get in the same spot. Okay, 36 for right now. Okay, so these settings I can actually set so that I can tell it what I want it to do. What if I wanted to only show a week at a time? I still wanted it in the calendar. I wanted it in large blocks, but I wanted to run my time from 5 a.m. 5 a.m. clear out to 11 p.m. And what size intervals do we want to do when we actually look at time? 30 minutes, an hour, 2-hour blocks, 10-minute blocks? Like what size do we want to do? Just give me an idea. Shannon, what do you think?
An hour.
An hour block? No problem. You just change it here, and you say each block of time will be an hour, okay? And let's say that I also wanted to show all of my daily stats. So you can kind of tweak some stuff like this. This is on a global setting. This is at the world level. So I'm going to come down, and I'm going to go ahead and save the settings. And now when I actually go to elements of time, I realize there's a bunch of other chefs in the pie here, so hopefully it'll actually do what I wanted. It showed me a week. It showed me in the large version, and just showed me the current week, okay? But it also showed me what's called subs, because I told it to in my settings, okay? So no matter where I'm at, if I ever come back to Elements of Time homepage, it's always going to be to that level, week, extra large, or whatever it is. Like, you can kind of set it up. If you don't like that, say you just wanted a daily and you wanted it in the time slot view, say you're really worried about what your time slots are going to be, you could go like this. Home, we'll go back down to the corp-wide settings page. We'll actually get into the edit things. What did I say? It was like 31 or something?
36.
36, okay? So watch this. We're going to say, I want to show daily results. I want to be in the time slot view, and we'll still stick with 1 hour, or maybe we want to do it like in 30-minute blocks, okay? Every 30 minutes from 5 a.m. to 11, I want to see where we're at, and go ahead and show the subs, no problem. And I'll come down and just say save that settings. So now, as soon as I go to the Elements of Time homepage, Elements of Time homepage, I should have daily, should show all of my generals, should show anything that I have going on, and it's breaking it down per 30 minutes, starting at 5 a.m. all the way down to 11, okay? So this is what no matter where I was at, it would always pop into this view. It's kind of like setting up a little bit of a preset, if you will. But that's just a little bit of a hint as far as, like, imagine if you could do that on a personal level to hey, I only want such and such, and I only want this and this. Like, I'm still technically on the Elements of Time homepage. I could literally just say, hey, you know what, just kidding, don't do me daily, do me weekly, still keep me in time slot, still show the subs, go. Like, I'm still right on the same page. It's just a matter of, like, what do I want it to look like as far as being different, or what's going on where. If it's too confusing, you're like, wow, that is a ton of stuff, you go right here and you say, you know what, I only want just my quick notes. Okay, do it. So all of a sudden, instead of having all of that other stuff, you just have the ones that were under the quick note template. Okay? So right here, there's a whole bunch of names. Watch this. I could even say even further, hey, you know what? I want everything, not just quick notes, but I only want stuff that was actually assigned to Brandon. So these are just Brandon items that we needed to do, okay? Here's 27, it's spanning from here. So it looks like from 3 to 7 o'clock, so 3 o'clock, clear down to 7, number 27. It's kind of spanning that little time slot. If this is too much, you just go like this. I just want Thursday. So I'm looking at it here, and I'm saying, okay, sweet, that's a lot easier to read, okay? I've got Adilas training that's going clear to 5 o'clock, and then I've got something that's spanning from 3 to 7. Okay, that's kind of what it's telling me. If I wanted to say you're actually saying, hey, what's happening in 2 weeks? I could literally go like this as well. Jump from 2 weeks from today, go. So it'll stay in that same view, and I'll say, oh, 2 weeks from today is 8/1, and I currently have nothing on my schedule. Okay, so you can kind of jump back and forward or whatever you wanted to do. Okay, say I wanted to jump for 1 month from here. Go 1 month from 8/1. Jumps to 9/1. Okay, like you literally are able to jump around wherever you need to go. Once you learn how to navigate the thing, it's pretty fast, and you could really jump around. Okay, any question? That was just a quick one on corp-wide settings can actually help control the Elements of Time homepage. Okay, we did not go through all of the different options within there. I do recommend that you check out, if you're on Elements of Time, just on the main homepage. If you click on Help, it'll kind of help. Like, there's tons and tons of information, including going to other help files that kind of say, hey, what else do we have that's available that talks a whole bunch more. Like we put a lot of time into it, and I know that some people are like, oh my goodness, I don't like to read, but guess what? It literally will kind of tell you where we're headed with elements of time. Here's the pieces that are proposed, okay? Action, status, logs, and changes, done. Additional dates and time, done. Additional comments, done. Sign-offs, not yet. GPS and RFID tag tracking, not yet. Special payroll settings, not yet. Notifications and reminders, not yet. Assignment pools, this is virtually saying like this, say almost to the dispatch level, where you say, hey, I have 14 employees, I have 5 vehicles, and I have this. And I want you guys on this job, and you guys on this job, and you guys done. And all of a sudden it ties to all of those different little pieces so that you know exactly what's on that job at one time, almost to the dispatching level. Okay. So basically in round 1, we have it done to this level. These are just the subs. These are some other pieces. And Dan, this is where you were possibly asking about notifications and reminders. It's a sub of elements of time. If you wanted to read about it, go to notifications and reminders, and you come down and you find it. Okay, this function of time helps to warn, notify, remind, and generally put the task or event in front of you. Like, this is our vision of where we're going. It's just it's not fully built yet. Matter of fact, the tables are actually done, but we just haven't connected all the dots yet. So that's what we thought was needed for elements of time to really make it play the game like we wanted it to play.
I got a question. Brandon.
Absolutely, shoot.
I've had a few clients ask for a connection between customer log notes and the calendar.
Okay, correct.
So what I was thinking, and this is just in general, is that, you know, if we had, especially on the follow-up, well, only on the follow-up, I'm sorry. So the log notes were great just for the top part of that. But when they open up that bottom piece and say, hey, I want to follow up, then if we had like another little box there or something that's like, hey, do you also want to put this on the calendar? And, you know, something to that nature, because then that way they're doing it there, and then it's also populating their calendar for them as well.
I think that's
seen any?
That's a great idea. That's a great idea.
Would that be helpful from your experiences too?
Mrs. Shannon's typing away. I can hear those keys clicking. So please record that note. That's a great idea. But basically, I don't think that would be really hard. What we'd have to know is like, because you could potentially have so many different types of time, we'd have to be like, okay, I know that you want to do a follow-up, but what type did you want me to tie that to? That almost sounds like settings behind the scenes type stuff to me. So that's how I would play that way. Great, great, great.